Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Washita Valley Farms. Want to thank you for tuning in again. Today is the day that you get to see what my new equipment purchase is with the loan that I got from the bank. But first, a little update on the weather. It rained today, so we didn't get a whole lot done at the co-op, but we got a good solid rain around here anyways. It didn't rain south of town, south of Burkesville. It didn't rain. I think they got a little bit of rain, but not much. But up here north of town, we got a good solid rain. Kurt's corn is looking good. The grass is all starting to perk up again. It's amazing what a little bit of rain and just a few hours of sunshine will do to some green grass. So, without further ado, let's go take a look at what my new purchase is. So, if you'll remember from the last video, the brush hog is Dad's, and you know the Fiat is mine. You've seen that before. But there's something new here. Is it the pickup? Huh? No, that looks like the same pickup I've had for a while. Gosh, what could it be? What could it be? Yeah. I'm just pulling your leg. It's a trailer. Yeah. So I figured that I didn't really want to haul much more hay on the little Gator trailer over there. If you'll recall from a few episodes back, I had that thing so loaded to the ground that the tires were rubbing on the fenders. And, I thought, my equipment's getting bigger, hopefully, and it sounds like I may be doing some jobs that are further and further away from the old homestead here. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to get a gooseneck trailer, something I can haul equipment on, something I can haul bales on, because I know that if you'll remember from a few episodes ago, that all the hay that I cut and round baled for Dad was all sold basically whenever it was baled, as soon as it was baled. As a matter of fact, the folks who bought it actually came and picked it up out of the field. But that's not the case for this next cutting. So a lot of the hay that I'm going to bale for Dad is going to get picked up and moved, probably by us. So we're going to see how this trailer works out. Now this trailer, I feel like I got a pretty good deal because it's a fairly new trailer. But the thing about this trailer is, although it's in really good shape and it looks really nice and it's a pretty late model, a hotshot driver actually owned this trailer before I did. And what happened is the dealer that sold him this trailer sold him another trailer, and he traded this one in on that trailer. So while this trailer looks really nice, and it is really nice, don't get me wrong, this is a nice trailer, especially for what I got to steal. But it's got a ton of miles. Because if you guys don't know what a hotshot driver is, it's like a less than truckload trucker. So they might haul, two pieces of pipe on this trailer, or they might haul a skid steer, or they might haul exactly what you see right here. They may haul a tractor and a brush hog for somebody across the country. So this thing has got a ton of miles on it, and it's going to need tires and brakes before too long. But it's in really, really nice shape. It's got this mega, they call it mega ramps, I think. Yeah, mega ramp is what they call it. And it's just really, it's a slick, nice trailer. So that's my piece of equipment that I bought with the loan. I'm really excited about it. And we got a job to do today. Let's get going, and I'll tell you a little more about it on the way. All right, folks, we're back. We are down here south of Burkesville, and what we're going to be doing this evening is if you'll remember Rodney Richards. Now, Rodney Richards, he is the banker at the local Wells Fargo Bank here in Burkesville, and he is actually the guy that gave me the loan for the trailer. Now, in the course of talking to him about the loan and the trailer and kind of what my hay baling business has been and some of the other things I'm going to try to branch out and do, he enlisted my help in getting one of the pastures at his horse ranch back in order. Now, if you remember, or if you haven't seen the, if you want to go back and watch the episode that I'm talking about, I'll put it up here in the top corner. You guys can go back and take a look at my conversation and all with Rodney, and we'll wait for this car. But yeah, you guys can go back and watch and kind of see how that all played out. But Rodney is the reason that I have the trailer behind me. Well, Rodney and my mom and dad, I guess. Here comes another truck. So anyways, we're going to go do some work for Rodney. We're going to go brush hog his pasture. Now there's a little bit of... he's got some pretty decent grass, but it's a little bit weedy. He's also got some spots that are pretty bare. He's got some small bushes that are growing in his pasture, so we're going to try to get rid of those for him. And then just sort of talk to him a little bit. Now, Rodney, for those of you who don't know, Rodney and his wife, they started this little housing edition that's right here, and this is kind of an equestrian enthusiasts, I guess, housing edition or village or whatever you want to call it here. There's some pretty swanky houses in the neighborhood, and these people love their horses and their show horses and all that. The place is called R&R Horse Ranch, if you didn't see a sign earlier. So we'll go right down here. We'll get unloaded, and we will see if Rodney is around. We got some horses around. Try not to spook them or anything. All right. I think this right up here looks about as good. So the pasture we're gonna be is back behind that house. So maybe we'll just stop right here and get this thing unloaded. All right, let's go get this thing unloaded. Well, this trailer is really nice. These ramps. This is actually a pretty expensive option to have these mega ramps here, but man, they sure are nice. What's not so easy is climbing onto the tractor. I guess maybe I could have come from the other way. All right. Anyways. I will say too, it makes those mega ramps really make loading this brush hog and this tractor onto this trailer a lot easier too. I needed to. I tried loading the tractor, just driving on forward, like so that with the tractor facing forward. I tried that, and I just felt like it was a little too much weight on my pickup. And I mean, really, it makes more sense to put the heaviest part of the load over the duals of the trailer anyways. So that's the reason I loaded it like this. And with those mega wide ramps, it really wasn't that hard. I mean, it's pretty easy to back this thing on. So there you go. Another reason that I'm glad I have the mega wide ramps. It's not really something that I was looking for, or, sought out when I was looking for a trailer. I just happened onto this one and it had them, and I thought, man, that's pretty slick. All right, let's cruise down here. I think I might have saw Rodney down here at the stables. So let's go see if we can find him. This Fiat, it continues to run really well. It's a nice tractor. Like I've mentioned before, I think the only thing that I don't like about it is it doesn't steer very well. It doesn't turn very sharp. But otherwise, it's pretty slick. Let's go see if we can find Rodney. Hi, Rodney. Good evening, Cussler. How have you been? I trust your new trailer is working out? I've been busy, but good. And yes, I think the trailer will be perfect. Ready to start getting your pasture in order? Right, yes. It's been a long time coming, Cussler. It was always part of the plan when we started the R&R, but as you know, plans and priorities often change. Well, it sounds like it won't take much to get it back in good grass. Yes. The agronomist tells me the Bermuda grass we have here should come around with some maintenance and fertilizer. We'll have you reseed the bare spots, and it will be lush and green by next spring. You've got it all planned out, Rodney. You're just missing one thing. What might that be, young Cussler? Water. It's going to need to rain as well. Right, yes, of course. Well, I'll get to it. Wave me down if you need anything. Cheers, Cussler. All right, here we go. Now, I don't think... Yep, no, can't get to it from that way. We'll have to go back around... like I said, it's kind of back behind that house. And I could get to it through here. Yep, I think I can just go through here. I think. Let's see here. So actually what he's wanting me to mow and to work on is this right back here. Alright. I brought the drone, so I'm going to put it up, and I'll give you, for those of you who don't know and haven't seen this yet, I'll give you a around the outside tour of what we're going to do here. I might even throw a little voiceover in, so yeah, here we go. Alright, so we are going to have a little bit of voiceover action here. So the deal with this place is, so here where all the grass is, Rodney and his wife own this. And this plowed ground over to the next of us, over to the right here, this is actually belongs to their neighbor. Well, originally when they built this addition or this planned community or whatever you want to call it, this whole pasture here was sort of meant to be manicured and it's supposed to be nice from the get-go. Well, I think things sort of fell by the wayside, and It didn't quite happen the way they had planned. You know, they got busy doing other things, they got busy doing horse things, etc. And so it just kind of got left to its own devices. One thing that I've learned over just the past few days about Rodney and his wife is that they are definitely horse people, and nothing against horse people, but they like their horses, and they like to care for their horses and provide, you know, the utmost care, the best feed, the best hay, etc., etc. However, they do not like to do much other than that. You know, when it comes to owning horses, they like to be with their horses, they like to take care of their horses, they like to be involved with their horses. But, like, take the hay for example. They buy all their hay. Simply, and it's not because they don't care what kind of hay they have. They just aren't really interested in doing any of the hay work themselves. They want to buy their hay. They want to buy good hay, and that's that. They don't particularly care to spend much time on the tractor. They don't particularly care to own their own equipment. They just will hire it done and be done with it. Or they'll just buy their hay, or, you know, buy their feed and be done with it. Which is good for me because they're paying me to do things like this. And try not to take out their fence. So, I'm noticing that their pasture, their nice pasture inside the fence there, actually could use a little bit of TLC. Huh. I have to talk to him about that too. It's probably going to have to be another day though, because it's already by the time I got to this part, it was getting pretty late. This is actually a lot bigger also than I remember it being. This is going to take a while. This is going to take a while longer than I thought. But that's also good because they're paying me to do this. Some of these bushes are bigger than I remember them being too. I'm thinking I might as well just stop right now and just go on a shrub killing mission. Well, I have the sneaky feeling that it is going to be dark before I'm done here this evening. So I want to get a couple of problem areas sort of mowed out first, and one of which is right here beside me. If you can't tell, there's a little bit of a hill right here, and I want to mow along the edge of it first before it gets dark, because and if you can't tell, that's a pretty good drop off right there, and I don't want to run through that. I don't want to run through that or over that or off that tonight when I'm doing this in the dark. That would be bad. I might just break some stuff. Oh, just like I almost did just there. And I also get the feeling that you guys are not going to get to see the completion of my mowing job here because it is going to be dark. But that's okay because I don't want to bore you guys anyways, and I'm probably going to be here for quite a while. I don't know for sure yet how many acres this is, but it's pretty decent sized. It is bigger than I remember it being when I came and looked at it a couple of days ago. I will say that. It's quite a bit bigger, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is, now that I've made an outside round and I've gotten a pretty good idea of what the other end of this field looks like, I'm going to work on this area here to the west side of the fenced-in horse pen here. I guess maybe that's an exercise area. Not sure what you'd call that. A pasture with a nice fence. I think I'm going to try to knock out this part right here quick before I move to the back there. Brush hog's getting dirty. It's pretty dusty over here. So this area here did not get the rain that we got north of town where we live, and that's not too uncommon. Sometimes they'll get rain down here that we won't get up there, so it's just sort of the luck of the draw sometimes. Man, that's a good looking trailer over there. Bright blue. What do you think of the trailer? What do you think of the color? I gotta be honest with you, bright blue is probably would not have been my first pick for a trailer color, but the more that I look at it and the more that I think about it, it is growing on me. And I think the reason why it's growing on me is because it's really kind of a pretty color blue. And also it kind of sets the trailer apart. It's not like every other, black gooseneck trailer that you see running around the countryside. You know, Steve's got a black gooseneck trailer. The co-op's got a black gooseneck trailer. Everybody's got a black gooseneck trailer. And I mean, black's a good color, don't get me wrong. There's certainly nothing wrong with black. Of course, after all, black goes with anything. But there's nothing about those trailers that stick out going down the road. Like, for example, if somebody were to steal my trailer, it's gonna look like every other, you know, if it were black, it would look like every other black gooseneck trailer going down the highway. Now, since the trailer is blue, well, that's a little bit different, because if a trooper or a police officer sees a blue gooseneck trailer down the road, going down the road, and there's a bulletin out for a stolen blue gooseneck trailer, well, that's gonna sort of stick out like a sore thumb. Which is a good thing, because I hope my trailer never gets stolen, but if it ever does get stolen, maybe it'll be a little easier to find. So what do you guys think? Was the trailer a good buy? Not a good buy? Of course, I don't. You guys are not privy to all of the information that I am privy to when it comes to, you know, knowing my future plans and all that yet. I have information that I haven't divulged to you yet, as far as what's next and what types of things I'm looking at, who I'm talking to about possible work in the future. Well, I guess I mentioned one lady to you already, and I'm not going to name names because I don't know if maybe it will or it won't work out, but hopefully it works out. But there's also another fella that actually is just right down the road from where Mom and Dad live, that has sort of hinted around a couple of times that he's been in the co-op that he might have some things for me to do. Maybe not this fall, but potentially next year. He's a pretty big operator though, so I don't really know how much work I would have for him, and I don't really know what my in is going to be with him, because he already has somebody that does his hay work for him, and I don't really know why he would. I mean, I think he's satisfied. I think he's happy, or it appears to be anyways. He's used the same people for quite a while, so I don't really know why he would need me to do any bailing for him. But like I said, he's been in the co-op, and he's kind of quizzed Matt a little bit about me, and he sort of hinted around to me a little bit as well. So we'll see. He's asked me a few questions about my equipment and my future plans. You know, how many acres I've cut and baled so far this year, and so anyways, he seems kind of interested. Alright, we're just gonna watch some mowing. You guys enjoy. Well, alright folks, this part of the pasture is done. The lights just came on, so that must mean it's time to go grab a drink out of my truck and let you folks go. Thanks for following along. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you like my new trailer. And we'll see you again soon for some more Rodney-based adventures and some other things yet to be named. So guys, thanks a lot. My channel's growing, albeit slowly. It is growing. I've got new subscribers. Thanks for that. Thanks of you who watch and don't subscribe. These videos are fun to make, and I'm glad that you enjoy watching them. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.